Have you ever heard someone say, "I didn't mean to" after they cheated? A sentence so simple, but psychologically, it reveals far more than you think. Because when someone uses those 4 words, they're not just apologizing. They're exposing the truth about their mindset, their self-control, and their emotional maturity. Let's break down the real meaning behind "I didn't mean to" after cheating. 1. Avoiding accountability. Psychologists say this phrase is often a defense mechanism. Instead of admitting "I chose to do it," they shift the blame onto the situation, the moment, or their emotions. It creates the illusion that cheating just happened. But cheating is a behavior with steps, choices, and awareness. Saying "I didn't mean to" protects their ego, not the relationship. 2. Fear of consequences, not guilt. Many people who use this phrase aren't actually sorry for the action itself. They're sorry they got caught. Psychology calls this extrinsic guilt, guilt driven by outcomes, not morals. They're worried about losing the relationship, the comfort, or the image they built. So the phrase becomes a quick emotional bandage to avoid conflict. 3. Emotional impulsivity. Some people genuinely struggle with emotional regulation. "I didn't mean to" often means, "I acted on impulse instead of values." This reflects low self-control and poor boundaries, not an accident. They weren't overpowered by the moment. They simply didn't stop themselves. And that reveals deeper issues they haven't dealt with. For protecting their self-image. Cheating clashes with how they want to see themselves. Maybe they believe they're a good person. Maybe they think they'd never hurt someone. So saying "I didn't mean to" helps them rewrite the story. It keeps their internal image clean, even if their actions weren't. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance reduction, bending the truth to protect the ego. 5. Emotional immaturity. People who use this phrase often struggle to own uncomfortable truths. Instead of saying, "I made a bad decision," they minimize it. Instead of saying, "I knew what I was doing," they pretend it was accidental. This doesn't always mean they're evil, but it does mean they aren't emotionally equipped for the responsibility of a healthy relationship. So the next time someone says, "I didn't mean to" after cheating, don't just hear the words. Hear the psychology behind them. They're not telling you it was an accident. They're telling you they don't want to face the truth about their choices. Real change doesn't come from excuses. It comes from accountability. If you love understanding why people think and behave the way they do, hit subscribe now. Because on this channel, we don't just react to relationships. We decode the minds behind them.